Welcome to our practice. We will be doing our Christmas flow. We will start standing since you're already standing. You can close your eyes and make your way into mountain pose. Relaxing our shoulders down from our ears. And starting to breathe. Or starting to notice your breath. Giving your full and kind attention to an entire in-breath and an entire out-breath. Letting go of tension that might build up in your shoulders and your jaw. While we anchor down towards the land and reach the crowns of our heads up towards the sun. Feeling the gift of the air on our skin. Feeling the gift of the air entering our nostrils or our mouth, filling us up with life. And then sending that air back out to the world. On our next inhale, we'll begin our flowing mountain, breathing in, reaching up towards the sky. Breathing out, our hands come gently towards our sides. An inhale to reach up and an exhale to bring the hands down. Each time we're reaching up towards the sky, we're anchoring to the land, feeling that connection to the earth and to the sky. It's like you're reaching up for the very tip top of your Christmas tree to put the star. Last flowing mountain into our flowing chair. Wherever you'd like to have your arms today, they can slide down to your heart center or extending out as we exhale. And inhale and reaching up and exhale, reaching forward or hands staying safely at our heart. Letting go of any competition this morning, any comparison of our bodies, of our life in general. Let those things go. We'll hold down in chair. You can imagine it as a sleigh today, sinking our hips back towards the back edge of our mat. Let's bring our hands to heart and move into an airplane and with hands at heart. So it's like you're looking over the edge of your mat. Some of the weight shifts into the front of the feet. All the way up, breathe in and flowing airplane, exhale. You can keep your hands at your heart or extending them back towards the back of the room. Feeling our hamstrings begin to warm up. Matching our movements to our breathing. Slowing it down if the breath is a little slow. Speeding up if your breath is asking you to go a little faster. We'll turn this into a full flowing forward fold, a dive forward, sweeping down to the mat. Breathing in and sweeping up. Some options are to stay with that airplane flow or move back to your chair flow, anything that feels nice for your back. Let's hold it right down in our forward fold. Let our head be heavy, let it dangle. Big or little bend in our knees. We can grab our elbows and take a gentle rock side to side. Halfway lift, breathing in, hands to shins, exhale, fold, flowing through on your own. Take your time with shoulders roll away from our ears and we extend the length of our neck at the top of our movement. Last one, we'll be folding again, letting the head be heavy at the top of our head, dangling towards the earth. Making our way to all fours. And we'll move through cat and cow. Exhaling cat pose, inhaling cow. We've got some space between our knees. They're directly underneath our hips, and we're dispersing the weight out into our hands or our fists if we're healing our wrists today. We'll take it back to child's pose. Or unless you'd like to move right up into downward dog, you can. Letting go this morning of any competition, any judgment or expectation. Coming back up to all fours. A little fun change for our spinal balance today. You can imagine you've got Rudolph's red nose. Okay. Right hand forward, left foot back, and your Rudolph nose is going to go towards your knee. Knee to nose, knee to Rudolph's nose as you flow through. So let's bring our elbow to knee to nose underneath. A little bit of a cat back stretch as well as you're moving through that. And trying to get your nice shiny nose towards your knee. Breathing in when we're extending, breathing out when we're crunching. We'll bring the right hand down to the mat, the left foot out to the side of the left side of our mat, and reach our left arm up. Breathe, hold, feel. For a thread the needle, the left hand comes all the way through, left knee goes down. We sweep that arm through. For thread the needle, maintaining some of the weight on our shoulder, so it's not in our head or our neck, in our shoulder. If that feels too intense, slide the hips closer to the heels. We'll press our right hand down into the mat, help us up to all fours, and begin our spinal balance with our Rudolph nose crunch on the other side. Left arm forward, right foot back, or whatever one you didn't do. Move with your breath, an entire exhale to find the crunch, feel the pause, and then an opening, feel the pause on the full extension, and then bring it back in. Last one. All right, left hand goes down, right foot goes out to the right side of our mat, right arm reaches up. Feel the sensations in your body without judgment. Now we'll sweep through to thread the needle. Right knee comes back underneath the hip. That right hand sweeps through. We feel a gentle stretch in our right shoulder. Amazing. Press the left hand down into the mat. We'll come up to child's pose or move up into downward facing reindeer today. Can pedal your hooves or your feet. Pressing the earth away with both of our hands while our chest is opening up towards our thighs, our knees. Connecting equally to the land with our hands and our feet. And drawing upon the energy of the earth if we need a little extra today. From wherever we are, we'll inhale to all fours and bring the right foot up between the hands. Sweep the right hand up for a twisting kneeling lunge. Notice how this feels for our back. If it feels better to place your hand on your low back, we'll move to that position. With that top right arm up, let's do some wrist rotations. On an exhale to all fours. On an inhale, left foot comes up. We settle into the lunge and then inhale, reach the left arm up for our twisting lunge with some rotations on the top arm or wrist. Amazing. We'll untwist on an exhale, tuck the back toes onto the mat, push to forward fold on a breath out, and flow again, halfway lift and fold. Just one more, and then we're moving into a chair on our inhale. And an exhale, rising up into mountain. All right, let's take our left foot back. We'll turn towards the windows. Breathe in into a nice big star. Exhale, sit back into your moonflowers. So let's flow through moonflowers now at your own pace. Still pressing down into both of our feet. The knees tracking towards the middle of the feet. And if it feels okay, letting your eyes close. Check in with your center. Maintaining your own perfect rate of breathing for your body in this moment. Last one. Moving into sunflowers, reaching for the mat, still bending our knees, sweeping up to the sun. Let's feel that circle as our arms move through the air, feeling connected. Last one, everybody. We'll step back up to the tops of our mats, sweep up to the sky, and meet in chair. We'll call it sleigh today. Let's actually bring our hands forward. It's more of a sleigh feeling. We'll turn our sleigh into a twisting skier. Left hand goes back, right hand stays forward. Bring it around to the other side. We'll twist and ski the other direction. On an exhale, bring it back to our sleigh. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, standing mountain. Right on. Before we move on to sun salutations, adjust your clothes if you want to. We'll get started. All right, just put on, see what kind of song you get. Oh, I'm sure you guys are sick of that one by now, actually. We'll see, but this one is. It's supposed to be on shuffle, but it's all Nora Jones this morning. Must be a sign. Breathe in, sweep up, and dive to the earth. Halfway lift, breathe in, strong back. Same for your core. Fold again, bending our knees, left foot back, full or kneeling lunge. Inhale. Exhale back to child's pose or downward facing dog. We can stay here or we'll move through our half series forward into a plank, halfway or all the way down, up dog or cobra, or you can hold your plank. Back to your belly or down dog. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. Right foot up between the hands. Take your time. Rise to your lunge. No rush at all. Exhale, pushing to forward fold. Take your time. Halfway up. We'll fold again. Sweep to the sun, ground into the land, exhaling into chair. Back up. And meet in mountain. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive to the earth. Halfway lift. Hold. This time the right foot going back. Full or kneeling lunge. Right back to child's pose or downward dog. Resting or flowing. Whatever works. Whichever one we choose, we're opening our heart in our back bend. Meeting in down dog or child's pose or all fours. Left foot up between the hands. Feel your lunge, find your rise and inhale. And then push to forward fold, breathing out. Halfway up. Fold. All the way up to the sun, the moon, the stars. Chair pose, exhale. Back up. And we'll meet in mountain. And again, inhale, sweep. Exhale, dive, lengthen the spine. Halfway up. Fold. Left foot back, full or kneeling lunge. Down dog or child's pose on your exhalation. We can stay here and breathe or move through your half series. That's forward, down, up dog or cobra, downward dog or all fours. Right foot up between the hands. Rise to your lunge and pushing to forward fold, breathing out. Halfway up. Fold all the way up. Chair pose. Back up. And meet in mountain. Now we're adding in that jump back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive to the earth. Halfway up. Hop, step, or jump back to your plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Meet in down dog or child's pose. Here's our little change now. Right foot up between the hands. One lunge, we come up. And then we're straight back to plank and chaturanga, breathing out. Holding or flowing. Meeting in down dog, where again, you can rest or flow through that lunge with the left foot forward. And we go back to plank or chaturanga on your breath out. Hold or flow. Meet in downward facing dog. Now we're walking, jumping, or stepping up between the hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose, a change, rise up. Press up into mountain, exhale. One more, inhale, sweep. Exhale, dive to the land. Thankful for the gifts of the Mother Earth. Halfway up. Hop, step, or jump back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow, or do some push-ups, whatever you want to do. Meet back in down dog. You can stay here or bring the right foot up between the hands. One lunge. And we go right back to plank or chaturanga on your breath out. Hold or flow. Any vinyasa that feels good. And then back to down dog. Left foot up for our lunge. Maybe the eyes are closing, right back to plank or chaturanga. Hold again or flow. Anything that feels good for you. Downward dog. We'll look up between the hands, hop, step, or jump up to them, halfway up. Fold. All the way up, breathe in. Exhale into mountain. We'll take that chair out. All right. Time for the strength portion of our class. If you'd like the fan, it's there for you. It's totally up to you. If you like the heat, you can keep the heat. Okay, so we've got fallen snowflake, star pose. Big, beautiful poses. We'll do a couple warriors before we head into them though. Let's take our right foot forward and the left foot will go way back. Well, depending on how you feel, it doesn't have to go too far back. We want the left heel to be able to come down onto the mat and keep our chest towards the front of the room. So if you're taking care of your back knee, bring the foot in, toe goes more towards the front of your mat so you're not twisting your knee in any way. All right, warrior one. We'll call this prancer. Pressing into both of our feet. Softening our jaws, anchoring to the land. We'll move into triangle pose, straightening our front leg, opening up towards the windows. Adjust your back foot if you need to. Right toes still turn up towards the front edge of your mat. Right hand reaches forward, and then we come down into triangle. Breathe. Your core is doing a lot of the work here, holding you steady. We've got a small bend in our front knee to keep it safe. Breathe. Don't be late. Adding in any modifications that feel good for you today. Reverse triangle, reaching up with the right arm all the way back. Or up. So you could be reaching up or reaching long back behind you. On an exhale, we're going right to a plank pose. Bend the knees, sweep the hands down, lift your back heel, back to plank. Okay, so we've got fallen triangle. So fun. We'll go to downward reindeer first. Oh no, fallen snowflake, also known as fallen triangle. Left foot, think about where your left foot is. Bring the left foot in front of your right foot. Then all the way over to the right side of your mat and you're on the outside. So all the way to the floor actually. You go onto the outside of your left foot and roll to the inside of your right foot and lift your right arm up, fallen snowflake or triangle. Now, if you want to add more sensation, hip dips. So the hips go up and down for your obliques. Oh, this is why I'm so sore from last week. As soon as I did that, I could feel it. Whew. All right, plank pose or a forearm plank if your wrists are not feeling the love for this one. So that was fallen snowflake. Now we're going into star pose. It's a side plank, so we turn to the inside and outside of our feet. Reach our left arm up. If you want to, you lift that left foot, star pose. Or right knee down, side plank, knee down, star pose. Twinkle, twinkle. Make your way to downward facing reindeer again on your exhale. Sue, you picked a great day to come back. Hey, all these crazy poses today. Let's look up between the hands. This time the left foot coming up between the hands. Back heel goes down straight up into warrior one. Sink into our legs. Anchor to the earth. Disperse the weight into both our heels, our big toes. Breathe. Letting go of all competition today. Softening the jaw, keeping the core strong. From our warrior one, moving into triangle, opening up, straightening the left leg, left hand reaches towards me, then down towards the earth. Whilst the other hand is extending up to the stars, breathe. We want our core to hold us here. And make sure to make any modifications for your top arm. It can rest behind you. Amazing. Reverse triangle. That left arm reaches up now, either up to the stars or reach back. Left arm up, yep, and reaching back. Wherever you want to look. You can look up at your extended hand, keep your chin safely in line with your chest, or look back at your back heel. Amazing job. Right back to downward facing reindeer. Lift that back heel. Amazing. Now we have our fallen snowflake on the other side. Your right foot goes in front of your left, walks over to the outside of your mat. You turn on the outside of your right foot, inside of your left. Reach the left arm up. If you want to do some hip dips, you can. Do whatever side you didn't do, or do the same side twice. Doesn't matter. Go to plank pose. You can move down to your forearms if you're healing your wrists. And side plank. Now opening up the right arm, or take your left knee down to the mat. Side plank with the knee down. And you can lift your top leg for star. So full side plank or kneeling side plank into your star. Whew. Oh boy, child's pose, take a little rest. Child's pose is also known as pudding. So you're just melting like pudding, Christmas pudding on your legs. Just breathe. You can massage your forehead down onto the land if that feels nice. We've got two options for our flow next. It's called dashing through the snow. Either kneeling plank, back to child's pose for your dashing through the snow, or downward facing dog, full plank. We're doing that 5 times, dashing through the snow. Oh, these are totally made up names. I think star might be real. All right, everybody, now we're going to move. Right foot comes forward. We're going into a wide leg forward fold. So left heel goes down. We walk our hands towards that long edge of our mat. And this is reaching down, also called bending down to wrap the presents. Or peek under the tree. I know, like there's so many things that we could, I might write that one down. Letting our head be heavy. All right, we'll walk back up, turn the right toes towards the front of the mat, step to forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, we're rising up into Christmas tree pose with the star on top. Right knee out, or keep the right foot down on the mat. Adjust your foot wherever you want to put it onto your legs. We're reaching up to place that star on the top of our tree, but we want to stay safely rooted into the earth. All right. Okay, we've got dancer's pose. That's a good one also for Christmas. Right ankle into right hand. We draw the knee underneath the hip. We can reach up, stay here, nice quad stretch, or begin to hinge. Whatever you want to do with this front hand, you can reach forward, could reach up, or reach back for your back foot. I had a name for this song, Dancing Angel, or this pose, Dancing Angel. Maybe you have an angel on your tree, not a star. Let's do the other side. Tree pose first. We'll breathe in. Let's reach up, reset, reconnect to the breath. Exhale. Take the left foot out. Soften our right knee. Draw the heel towards the body and find a place that feels nice for your tree. Somewhere where you can still breathe. Feel successful in our poses. Placing our star on top of our tree. Keeping our core connected to our spine, our pelvic floor. It's Christmas time. Can stay in tree a little longer or move into our dancing angel, which can be a nice quad stretch here for your left quad, or you start to hinge forward. Can continue to reach up or reach back for your back foot. Oh. Beautifully done. Forward fold, breathe out. That's so good. Okay. So I have two other fun poses to do. One is elf. That's just going to be garland pose or our squat. This is our little elf. We come down, feet are wider than our hips. Maybe a block. Well, none of us have blocks today. If you would like a block, you can grab one, put it underneath your hips. This is elf pose. Maybe we bring our hands up here. And our option to move into turkey. Okay, or turkey or crow. So instead of our crow pose, we're moving into turkey. You can come forward. And you know what? This one actually looks like turkey.
Do you remember the last time I did
You don't you do turkey pose. You can lean forward and back or move into turkey. All right, my friends, all fours. Let's take it back to pudding pose again. So hips go back to our heels. We're melting down onto our legs. Taking in some breath. We've got lots of space across our back. We come up to all fours. Next pose is called flying reindeer. So we lift our right knee, point our toe. This is our flying reindeer pose. You could try to reach your toe for the back of your head if you want to. Switching sides, 5 to 10 breaths for our flying reindeer on the other side. We've got a pointed foot today. And the nativity camel pose. Knee comes underneath our hips. We walk our hands up. So we want to keep our hips on top of our knees. So trying not to sit back. I mean, that's another different kind of stretch or quad workout, but we're keeping our hips up today. You can bring your fists into your low back, draw the elbows towards each other, and we're trying to find a chest expansion. So for anyone that wants to go into the full nativity camel, you could reach back for your heels, but try to keep your hips from leaning back. We got to creep them forward. Focusing more on lengthening the heart and keeping our lengthening our spine, keeping our heart open. All right, back to pudding or child's pose. And we're moving to staff pose. So Santa in his sleigh, we sit back onto our hips, sweep our feet around to the front, and we've got strong, strong legs. We're in our sleigh, lifting up. If you want to, you can bring your hands forward. Let's tuck our thumbs in, give our thumbs some love, and then some wrist rotations. Let's keep the legs strong, quads engaged, glutes, everything is working. What did I call this one? Oh yeah, okay. Now we really are holding the reins, reaching for our toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach and sink. You can stay up or continue with your sinking breath, whatever works for you. You can hold on to your reins however you want to. Let's lift up into boat or our flying sleigh now. Knees bend, we reach our feet up. They can stay up, or you can put them back down onto the mat. And wherever you want to have your hands today, you can hold on for a little more stability above or below your knees, and choose whatever you want your sleigh to be today. Straight legs, bent legs, arms up, arms down, arms out. It's your choice. But again, in a pose where you can breathe, where the breath is big and full and long. All right. Cradle the baby in the manger. Left heel goes to our heel. Left heel goes to right cheek. I'm going to give you some options. So this knee here doesn't have to be bent. This knee can be forward, or this foot can be forward or bent. And we're hoping to bring our hand around a flexed foot or into our elbow, and the other knee comes up. Cradle the baby in the manger. Oh, I love this song. Turn it up for you. There we go. All right, let's cradle our other baby. You can keep the right leg extended long or slide the heel towards the backside. Whatever feels best. One side might not feel as good as the other. Wherever we are, again, we're long through our spine. All right, let's go to crisscross, easy crisscross, and take our left hand down onto the mat. Walk it as far away as you want to. So if you're healing your back, keep it close. If you're okay with a big deep bend, we reach working down towards our forearm. Feels so good. All the way over to the other side. Our spine's nice and warm. Again, if you're taking care of it, keep your hand closer like an anchor or reach long. We've got a long bend in our spine. Got about 5 more breaths there. And we'll come up. So we've got a few more Christmas poses today. We've got snow plow and candy cane. What else? And snowball. Okay. So you'll be rolling onto your backs. Oh. So legs up a wall is candy cane. You could be stay with the legs up a wall for candy cane or lift up into shoulder stand for candy cane. So that brings you're lifting up your hips to the sky, or your hands are coming underneath your lower back. Now you're in maybe more of a longer candy cane or legs up a wall, especially if you're taking care of your neck, then we stay with our legs up a wall. Again, you can stay with legs up a wall or shoulder stand or move to snow plow. The feet go down to the mat back behind your head. That is called snow plow. As a modification, you can stay in legs up a wall, shoulder stand, or if you're sick of all of those poses, move to bridge pose. When you're ready, you'll roll out of your snow plow and bring your knees in towards your belly, and we'll rock either forward and back or side to side for snowball. Massaging our spine, either side to side or forward and back. Amazing job. When you're ready, we'll be making our way into Shavasana. Unless there's another pose that you're working on today, take your time settling in. You've got your consent card up to yes or no for if you'd like a neck massage today. I don't have a specific Christmas meditation, but oh, I do. Where did I put that? Anyways. Take your time settling in. I'll come around with your forehead and neck massages this morning. And towards the end, I will guide you through a little snowflake guided meditation. Imagine that you are standing in a beautiful snow-covered field where the snow is gently falling. Noticing all the different trees, all the different smells, the crunch of the snow. Bringing our attention back to the Christmas snow gently falling. As each snowflake lands on you, imagine that it becomes a brilliant spark of light. As it peacefully touches you, it bestows on you a beautiful blessing of joy, of wonder, and a childlike love for the world. Let yourself absorb the beautiful blessings of the snowflakes and feel yourself fill with happiness. If the mind wanders, draw it back to the snowflakes. No rush at all. Take your time to awaken our hands, our feet, our ankles, wrists, making small movements to our small joints of our body, noticing and appreciating the ability to move, the ability to stretch and breathe. When you're ready, you can take a long stretch from your fingers to your toes and roll over onto one side. No rush at all to make your way up to a seated position. Take your time. We'll breathe in. Once we get there, reaching up for the sky world. We'll bring our hands down towards our hearts. Inhaling, breathing in some light. Exhaling away any darkness today, any dark feelings. And we inhale compassion and kindness towards our own bodies and our thoughts. We'll take one more big breath up towards the stars if it feels nice. For you, we'll bow humbly to the land, thankful and forever grateful of the gifts given to us by the amazing Mother Earth. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. That's the last Monday for a while, actually. I think there's 3 Mondays we're off. So we'll see you when I see you. Come to a Wednesday or something. Yeah. So January 4th is the first day of classes, which is a Wednesday. So if you wanted to make that, if you want to come to that Wednesday class, let me know and I'll see if there's some space. Otherwise, I'll see you the following Monday. Thanks for coming, Grace. I hope you enjoyed your practice.